you haven't got many people running around with guns. It is a courtroom drama, it's a set piece. But the acting, obviously, yeah, all the actors are great. You know, this guy's always so nervous, but he's so softly spoken. When we met beforehand, I'm thinking, I don't know, can you play Kid now? So we get to the read-through. We had a wonderful read-through at Nabil's place in London. And it was like the first line he came, oh my God! You just assume the parts. Because I'd said to you, you should watch it, didn't I? I said you should maybe watch Mind Warp again and get back into character. And you didn't have a chance. No. And I was there and I'm thinking maybe he needs to. And now no, he's got the part straight away. Yeah. And the wonderful thing in the studio with all of the actors that we had, all of them, is they're all utter professionals. And everybody knew their lines, and we were just rapping through the scenes. And that for me as a director, as a producer, but producer more in a way, but as a director, is when you can lead in television, as you know, Chris, you can't work with your actors. Rehearse, record doesn't really happen that much. You just get on and choose it, and that's why you love the theatre so much, isn't it? Yeah. But to know everybody knew their lines, and that read-through was wonderful, wasn't it? Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned other people in the production. Quite a sort of a spread of Doctor Who royalty. Who else have you got on board?
Right, well, of course, there's Neville,
Chris,
Sophie Aldrin playing Mistress Na, Shakuntala Ramani, and I can't remember what story was she in, guys. Come on. Thank you. And Janet Henfrey as well, who's a treasure, wasn't she? Yeah. I think that's everybody. And a couple of friends of mine who are good actors who played the two security guards. I was very keen on getting people who knew each other because, again, you're going straight into studio. You don't want everybody having to, you know, it's bad enough. The first day is always slow. So you want to get moving. So casting people who know each other and work together helps. And so we did that as well. We brought people who knew each other, and everybody worked together brilliantly. I should ask you, what did you think of the atmosphere?
I think it was spoiled for choice here. That was a lovely atmosphere. You know, everyone, as you said, and we did it in a week, really, wasn't it? A week. I mean, it was really, you know, people had to be concentrated. Keith was great, holding everybody together, holding the whole thing together.
Holding you down, you mean?
Yeah. But it was. No, everyone had to be on the ball and getting on with it, and I hope you'll see that when you watch it. Yeah, it was a good solid week there. Yeah.
I mean, the one person, and I know Chris will understand why I say this, the one person who I will hold above. I've never met an actor like Nabil Shaban. He learned that script totally, utterly, because he couldn't. Because he's in costume and everything, he couldn't often refer back. I think he asked me for 2 prompts in a week of filming. Utterly amazing. And his performance is. I can't describe it. Just come and see it if you can, or please buy the DVD or the Blu-ray. But I think it'll be worth it. I'm very pleased with it.
Well, it's such a vibrant character. It's still anyway, isn't it? And Nabil brings such a lot of life to it. It's. I can imagine that none of that has been lost.
No. Did you say so, Chris?
Yeah.
Great, terrific.
Yeah, he was. I mean, working with him again because you haven't worked together for a while.
No, as I said earlier, I haven't seen him since '86. Yeah. But his energy and his clarity, his characterisation, fantastic. Giving 100% all the time, constantly, and having sips of drink in between. He's very hot in there under all his stuff and couldn't move because he's in this contraction, you know. Yeah, great. He'll be back. What did he say? In November. Yeah.
We'll all be in London. We'll all be in London together. But Philip, myself, and Sophie, and Nabil will be here for the November screening. Which I'm perversely, although I'm the producer director, I'm really looking forward to it because this is a privilege for me to be able to see it on the big screen.
Absolutely, yeah.
Last week I was with the colorist. Yeah, I don't know who knows about this side of it, but the colorist is like the grader. In the old days when I was at the BBC, the videotape editor with a 2 or 3 machine edit suite would do all the colour grading as they edit it. But now you tend to offline it on the edit suite and you pass it to a colorist who does all of the grading of the pictures, and she's been going through it. So I've been sort of seeing it come together from a picture point of view, and that's been amazing.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I've just, I don't know how much time we got, but one thing I remember, we were about last day, and we organised doing a lot of corridor shots, classic Doctor Who.
Absolutely.
On the end of the final day. And Chris will remember the thing with the BBC, you've all heard it, some of you maybe have seen it, but at the end of the day, getting on for 10 o'clock in the BBC, you know, everybody's running around trying to get all the last shots, the ones they wanted to get finished, and Mark Strickson's done the story.
Yeah.
Die, get down, and we were in the studio and everybody was going to finish it, and we had 3 or 4 corridor shots to do. And we were doing them, and the chippy was running around taking the set apart, the DOP was running around getting the camera, and I was standing in the middle of it all, and I just laughed, because it was like being back at the BBC in the 1980s. And I had my memories of watching from the gallery of everything that was going on, and I thought, my God, would I ever thought I'd be doing this?
Yeah.
It was a privilege for me working with such a talented bunch.
Absolutely. So yeah, well, look, I'm very much looking forward to the November screening here. I hope you are as well. People are going to be here and here for that. I very much hope so. Or down in London. I'm slightly being given the eye from the side, so I'm going to have to wrap it up there. So all it remains for me to say, Keith Barnfather, Christopher Ryan, thank you very much indeed. Can we have a big round of applause? Thank you very much indeed.
One more time, please, for Christopher Ryan and special guest Keith Barnfather. Now, for those of you wanting to stretch your legs, we do have a few things in other rooms. We have Michael E. Bryant and Stephen Gallagher downstairs in the photography studio. Once we've found Mr. Gallagher, we can take him down there. And we've also got in the autograph room Sophia Miles, Sarah Sutton, Rob Ritchie and Chris Chapman. But you don't want to go there, because we have got classic Who royalty about to take the stage. Please, put your hands